In the year 2019, American real estate values increased by more than 5%, and even now the trend of increases shows no sign of slowing down. Now, this is fantastic news for sellers. However, it's not a guarantee that every property will appreciate in value. A common misconception amongst first-time homebuyers is that a house's physical attributes are enough to raise its market value on its own. But the truth is, a property's actual physical structure loses value over time, while the land it's situated on typically is what increases in value. So, how then is a home low value? Well, that's what we're looking at today. Welcome to Alux. Number 1. Your neighborhood is hit by an economic slowdown. Every country, state, and region will eventually have its own bad times when businesses are forced to close down. If your neighborhood is experiencing this, then your home's value might begin to decrease if it hasn't already. The reason of this decrease is that with no employment opportunities, fewer individuals will be eager to reside in your neighborhood. So when vacant shops start to appear in your local commercial hub, it's a warning that local businesses are moving out and there'll be fewer opportunities and employment available there, which in turn will affect the value of homes. Number 2. Nearby homes are selling for low. Are houses in your neighborhood being listed for far lower than what they should be worth? Well, it's definitely something you should be concerned about. It's possible that the value of your own property is declining if surrounding homes of the same age and style as yours are selling for less than you believe they ought to. Potential buyers usually conduct research on previous home sales through their real estate agents before submitting offers, so they're likely to submit lower offers according to the current market average in your area. Number 3. Your city's population is shrinking. Your home value is sometimes influenced by the population of your city. If you have a failing population, you can be sure there will also be fewer buyers available. If there are fewer buyers, then there'll be more houses available for sale. Housing and population have a symbiotic relationship. Housing demands rise as a result of population increase. Notably, a rise in the number of working-class families and a fall in population will reduce the number of houses needed. Number 4. A high crime rate. The value of your house can be dramatically reduced by a rise in local crime rates in your neighborhood. In certain cases, your neighborhood's total real estate value could drop if the issues get out of hand. And when that happens, the value of each individual home will also reduce. Because, look, nobody wants to reside in an area with a high crime rate. They want to put their hard-earned money into a purchase that would allow them to live in a community that is secure. And this aside, high crime rates are sure to chase businesses and investors away from your neighborhood. And once businesses stop setting up shop, there'll be a domino effect with people leaving for greener pastures. Number 5. High unemployment rate. Want to identify a low-value home? Well, pay attention to news concerning the city's unemployment rate. The value of a home is sure to decrease at some point if the unemployment rate gets high. Rising unemployment in the neighborhood triggers a weakening real estate market and a lesser desire for homes because people simply can't earn enough money to splurge on these houses. And if it becomes severe, people will begin listing their homes for sale to make ends meet, which will also drag prices lower. A home's value might decrease even if only one significant employer departs your town or a significant industry in your state experiences financial difficulties and lays off staff. Number 6. Undesirable construction is proposed. Analysts have proven that certain construction projects have had negative effects on the value of homes over the years. And while most of them have a positive economic impact, sometimes they chase away potential buyers for the housing market. For example, factories, power plants, shooting ranges, highways, and cemeteries being built near your home could be a turnoff for potential buyers and could ultimately lower the value of homes in your area. Number 7. Poor performance at nearby schools. Parents who are seeking to buy a property pay special attention to how reputable the local schools are. Homes in desirable neighborhoods may command a higher price, and on the other hand, a community may become less appealing if its educational system does poorly in rankings. According to research conducted by Brookings Institution, neighborhoods with high-scoring schools typically have higher housing prices, and vice versa. The study looked at 100 of the biggest metro regions in the country and discovered that homes in high-performing school districts in the U.S. cost on average $205,000 more than those in low-performing school districts. Number 8. The home is located on a floodplain. By law, a property is considered to be in a flood zone if any part of the structure falls within a floodplain, an area that's adjacent to a stream or river that experiences periodic flooding. If the flood map bordering your neighborhood is expanded to encompass your home, your property value will suffer. Insurance companies are also known to shy away and even give negative appraisals of structures within these zones. Number 9. The house is outdated. In today's society, people are looking for state-of-the-art homes that will be easy for them to move into. Most home buyers don't want to invest extra time and money into remodeling a property to their specifications. So your home is most likely going to have a lower value if it hasn't undergone major renovations for some time. If there are a lot of homes in your area that were constructed 30+ years ago, the ones that have updated features like the kitchens, bathrooms, and flooring will sell more quickly and for closer to the full listing price. Number 10. Low curb appeal. Due to the fact that many purchasers unquestionably assess a property by its exterior appearance, curb appeal is very crucial to the overall value of a home. People tend to assume that a house's interior will be the same or even worse if the surroundings aren't taken care of. And even if your property is well taken care of, it could still lose value if the neighbors don't take care of their homes too. Number 11. A lot of for rent signs. Does the value of a home go down when there are plenty of renters in the neighborhood? Well, this is something that many homeowners have wondered about. Research conducted on housing values suggested that the property values in zip codes with higher than average renter concentrations are lower than those in the county with fewer renters. When owners are unable to sell their properties after they've already moved out, they usually put them up for rent. The presence of rent signs may indicate that the homeowners have already moved out but were unable to sell their home at a profitable value, and your home is probably valued less than you would think. Number 12. Most of the current value of the home is in appliances. Have you ever come across a house that has a high price tag but every other building around it doesn't? Well, most of them tend to be overvalued due to the appliances and tech incorporated into the building. What a lot of people forget is that appliances will need to be fixed or replaced after some time, and the home can only remain valuable for so long. So if the listing price doesn't really match the structure itself, know that they're charging you for appliances and the value of the home is probably worth much lower. Number 13. The home has been on the market for too long. The average home spends 85.5 days on the market before it sells, according to Realtor.com, even though local property markets differ, of course. Prospective buyers start to assume there must be a problem with a home if it's on the market for a longer period time than usual. Don't overprice your home to avoid it sitting on the market for an extended period. Ask your agent to do market research before you list it to ascertain the potential sales price for your home, and then set the price in line with that result. If homes in your area are in foreclosure, your home's value can decrease. If too many homes close to yours have been repossessed by banks, well, purchasers may assume that you are at risk of foreclosure, even if you're not. Number 14. Public areas like parks are neglected. According to the research, properties close to maintained community parks can rise in value by up to 20%. A neighborhood park can benefit properties up to around 600 feet away, with those closest to the park benefiting the most. But when it's neglected, it can have negative effects on the value of homes around it. Poorly maintained and abandoned parks tend to be an eyesore and a hub spot for illegal activities, and much like a ripple effect, it drags down the value of homes in the neighborhood, starting with those closest to it. Number 15. Banks are foreclosing neighboring properties. Some homeowners are unable to meet up with mortgage payments when there's a high unemployment rate, and this will make banks eventually foreclose their homes. Lenders will frequently post a foreclosure sign in the yard in an effort to draw in potential buyers. And while this works for the banks, it also effectively lowers the value of your home in many ways. If too many homes close to yours have been repossessed by banks, purchasers could be left assuming that you are in the same boat. Now, despite how unimportant most of these signs might seem, successful investors may make smarter choices because they're aware of these subtle signs and can use this knowledge to predict land values and property returns. After all, how much a buyer is willing to pay for a property is influenced by various external factors in our surroundings. Here at Alux, we understand the importance of our homes and the comfort it provides us to be better people. There are many ways to make your home comfortable and luxurious within your budget. So we made a video called 10 Tiny Tips to Make a Home Feel Luxurious. You should check it out after this one. If you found value in this video today, Aluxer, don't forget to give us a like and hit that subscribe button to never miss an upload.